Lindsay here with a very quick tip because somebody asked me. I'm going to show you how to wax your journal pages in case you find that they're sticking together because you've used Mod Podge or acrylic paint or something, and it's just your pages want to kind of tack together. So this side I have waxed, and the other thing that this does is it gives it a uniform sheen. So if I kind of tip that to the light, you can see there's no shiny spots, there's no dull spots, it's all a nice uniform sheen. So there's two things you can do. The easiest thing would just be to take a sheet of wax paper and just to rub over your page, and that will that'll give you a decent barrier of protection. But if you want to have a little bit more, you can simply take a white candle or some paraffin wax from the grocery store. This is Beeswax Plus, which is just a mix of beeswax and paraffin, or you can use just plain beeswax. The beeswax has the advantage of being, it smells good. So this is a mix that smells really nice. So what I'm going to do is just kind of go over this. Now I did some colored pencil here, so I want to be careful that I don't you know, smear that, but I'm pushing pretty firmly over that, and it's keeping it pretty well. So I'm just going to go and rub all over my pages pretty firmly with the beeswax. Make sure everything's dry before you do this, especially Mod Podge, any adhesive or paint, because you can either smear it, or if you like, this is all collaged paper, so if my Mod Podge wasn't dry, I might end up actually tearing the paper as I go. So I'm going over colored pencil, acrylic paint, paper that's been glued down, Mod Podge, and if you also have, the other thing is if you have Mod Podge that's kind of seeped out of the edges of things, this will kind of make the sheen a little bit more uniform, and this will give a nice matte finish. Alright, so after you do this, you could leave it as is, but I find that it's a little bit hazy. I don't know if that shows up. Maybe here, if you look on the green on dark colors, it can show to be a little bit hazy. So then what I'm going to do is actually use my heat gun and kind of go over it, and that's going to melt the wax down, and then I just kind of buff it in. And just go over the whole page and do that. Just be careful, like if I do that too much over these birds, they're going to they'll get more transparent as that wax seeps into the paper. So this is collaged paper on a journal page. So the back side, if I didn't have this collage on top or a bunch of acrylic paint underneath, the wax might seep through if you heat it up. So if you have stuff on the back side, I probably wouldn't heat it. I'd probably just rub it with a wax paper. And that's, I mean, you don't have to do this. This is just basically a solution if you're having your journal pages stick together. If you live in a very humid environment and you're having that problem, this is just a solution for you. So there, we have a nice uniform sheen over the entire piece. Everything's glued down really well. And there you have it. There's my quick tip for waxing your journal pages so they don't stick together. Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up. I was doing so good to the end. Thumbs up and subscribe if you like this video and so you don't miss any others. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.